Hey everyone, it's Joe Jacobi here at the Whitewater Symposium in Charlotte, Massachusetts with Jessie Stone.
Hi everybody.
From the Soft Power Health Project. So this is kind of just one of these cause-driven kayaking projects. It's so exciting on lines with what Brad Ludden is doing with young adults with cancer, with what Joe Mornini is doing with Team River Runner. Tell us about your project.
Okay, well it has two parts. It's kind of, they superficially seem not linked, but as I tell my story, you'll see they're kind of connected and connected by rivers. So back in 2001, after the World Trade Centers were attacked in New York, I thought this would be such a frightening time to be growing up in New York City as a kid, as a teenager. You know, what is something that would be potentially help kids not only get outside, but feel sort of empowered to take control of their life again, you know, not feel like the world at large and outside is a big scary place. So I had been talking to EJ for a long time about starting an inner city kids kayaking program. He was all psyched for it, but this was the catalyst. So basically in 2002 we started a inner city whitewater kayaking program for kids from Harlem and the South Bronx. And it's still going to today. We do it every summer. So there's a city-based program. There's a camp where we take the kids out to Oregon for a wilderness river trip.
Cool.
And then this links me to the next part of our project. Those same kids also come and volunteer with our project in Uganda. So in Uganda, I run a medical clinic, a malaria outreach program, and a family planning outreach program that's right next to the Nile River, where there's some fantastic kayaking.
And you've engaged a lot of kayakers into your project. How did you do that? How did you get the likes of Emily Jackson, the new world champion of freestyle kayaking? You got her interested at a pretty young age.
Yeah.
How did you go about engaging people in your dream and your vision?
Well, basically it was pretty easy because kayakers want to be near rivers, and then there's also, most of the kayakers I meet also are very willing to go above and beyond just kayaking. You know, they love kayaking, but if some other project is going on that sounds interesting, they'll jump right in. So that is true with the whole Jackson family. You know, we were, originally I had gone to Uganda with EJ to make a kayaking video, then EJ got malaria, I had to treat him, and that was sort of how that project started. But after that, you know, he was really interested in coming back with Emily, with Dane, with Christine, with a number of Team Jackson paddlers to actually come and volunteer with our project. You know, they all wanted to participate, and that kept the ball rolling. But before that, even, let me just back up a second and say the first year that we did the Inner City Kids Kayaking Camp, they all volunteered with that project as well. So, you know, that got the word out there a little bit about the project, and then other kayakers were like, wow, I didn't know that I could come to Uganda, paddle the Nile, and then also volunteer at your project. It was a very easy, I mean, proximity had a lot to do with it, location, so it was near the river and near, you know, to be able to go out to these villages and do that kind of work.
You know, every day, millions of Americans, they go to work to do a job, many of which they're not excited about doing. It's like everyone gets a choice, you know, it's like you either get to sell your own passion or you're going to end up selling someone else's. What's your advice for people about making that jump? And I mean, you are just so excited about what you're doing, and people are just going to see you and say, I want that, I want to be that. What's your advice to people like that?
My advice is this: you've got one life to live on this planet, and if there's something you really, really want to do, you know, you're not going to have a second chance. So if you have the opportunity to cultivate that, even in small steps, you got to do that. You got to seize that opportunity. You know, even if it seems like it's really far away, your dream, just take it one step at a time, and you'll get there. But this is it. You know, there's no dress rehearsal. It's once around the track, so you might as well make the most of it.
But that's first small step. There's just so much energy and so much liberation in that. I gotta say that I'm so glad that we got a chance to meet. I talk all the time about how kayaking isn't really the destination, it's just a means for getting us there.
Absolutely.
And I love what you're doing with kayaking. Is there a website where we can learn more about Soft Power Health?
Yes, certainly. It's softpowerhealth.org. So Soft Power Health, all together, one word, .org.
And we're gonna font that right here in this video. And thank you so much. If you like what you're seeing here at joejacobi.com, love for you to sign up. Just enter your name and email on the side. It'll tell you what we're doing, alert you to cool videos like this with Jessie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks for your interest.
Well, I'll
Appreciate it.
be keeping an eye on Self Power Health.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.